and start firing on the crowd below. As you know, Paddock had 2 kill shots on himself. Apparently he committed suicide twice, which did not happen at all. They're going to make him the crazy lone gunman. So they kill Paddock, break the window, pick up a rifle, and start firing on the crowd below. After a couple of magazines, they realize that the other magazines aren't loaded. They're not loaded because it was just a demonstration. They were not loaded at all. They start reloading as fast as possible. Hence, in my video, you clearly saw 40 seconds before they were reloaded. You heard major pauses in the shooting, and all of you made comments about the pauses in the shooting. One of them gets an idea. I'm going to go to the other room, I'm going to break the other window, and I'm going to start shooting at the fuel tanks to try to cause a diversion near the airport and blow it up. This will draw the police away, giving us a chance to escape the Four Seasons Mandalay Bay. So he breaks the window, starts shooting at the tanks. By this time, Jesus Campos comes knocking at the door. So they just turn and start unloading on him. But with all the barricading up, he was barely shot. This is why there's over 200 shots through the door that were shown on camera. Campos escapes a lethal shot and calls in security. One turns the gun on himself and says he doesn't want to kill himself, but before SWAT enters the door, he shoots himself. The second one says he wants to find another way out, pauses for a little bit, ends up killing himself as well. The SWAT team bursts into the room. They find 3 bodies, Paddock's body and the 2 assassins. Because the FBI is already there, remember they extracted the prints already, they quickly assess the situation, realize the implications, remove the 2 assassins' body, take a picture of Paddock lying there, and release it to 4chan to solidify their narrative. The goal was to make Paddock the patsy. Why? Because if the failed Saudi assassination attempt was responsible for the deaths, the FBI, the CIA had supplied the guns that killed 58 innocent people, not counting Paddock since he's an asset. Then 2 things would happen. 1, we would demand that we go to war with Saudi Arabia, and 2, whichever organization, the FBI or the CIA, which Paddock worked for, would be utterly dismantled. I know that's a huge story, but that's the story. We now know, right after that, a missile was intercepted by Saudi military on November 3rd or 4th. That was the final effort to kill the King Salman group. That was the last-ditch effort to put them away and round everyone up to take over. We know that massive raids and rounding up Saudi princes took place on November 5th. I will guarantee you that these people are anti-Salman and Mohammed people. And who was just killed? Yep, the son of Mugrin. Mansour was killed. Mansour's death was retaliation. I have no doubt about it. Mansour's death was retaliation. That to pay us back, that the Saudis in exchange would fund Israel to have a target on Iran, Hamas, and Hezbollah on our behalf. We purchased that. We now own the narrative of everything that goes on. And that, my friends, is what makes everything I just said come together. This goes all back to Israel. We now own the Saudi Peninsula. We are now surrounded of Iran. They have done everything we've asked, and now they're under our control for the money they owe us.